computer restarted, so now I don't know if all of my settings are fine. We shall see, though. As good a time as any. Who's on the couch tonight? What do we got? Looks like a little Seamus. Oh, that's just couch. Never mind. Seamus is there. Let's turn the game on. Keep an eye on that. We should be good, though. Other than the computer starting, I have changed absolutely nothing. Alright. Last time we played this, we met that crazy kidnapper guy who stole our wife away and wants us to write a novel or bring him a novel. One of the two. I'm not 100% sure. Let's get you up just a tiny bit.
Give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
He's not real? Is that canon? I mean, it's entirely possible. Where the hell did he go? He like ran that way, didn't he? Like, he was just ripping ass across the forest. I'll probably go along this path. Here we go. And probably fling myself into the water. How's it going, Gorp? How's your Thursday night treating you? Be ready for another fantastic evening of Alan Wake. The game of this terrible guy. What you doing back there, Seamus? You cleaning yourself, bud? Alright, you enjoy yourself. Oh!
What the hell?
Rusty warned me about these traps. It hurt the hell.
Is that supposed to... I thought that was a manuscript page. It was blinking. So, okay, I need to, like, look at those closer. Like, usually when they're, like, blinking light. Okay, now I see it. I thought that was a manuscript page, just, like, right there in the middle, but I guess not. Oh, God, they're everywhere. Like, over here. Is that... No, that's another trap. The trap's everywhere. You gotta be careful. As soon as it... I bet you as soon as we pop into one, it, like, spawns another bad guy. Man, they are all over this ground. What I am worried about is... We're still gonna have story in this game, right? It's like... The story was, by and large, the best part so far. And... It's like... I have this worry that they may decide to... do action for the rest of the game, which is not their forte. Here's a manuscript page. Excellent. Are we going the right way? Yes. I kind of am ready to get to Lover's Lane, which I think is what we were doing last time. Checkpoint, so we're probably going to run into some enemies here. Oh, we're going to run into a lot of them. Oh god, there's so many. Were we actually at Lover's Lane? Okay, let me rephrase. I wanted to be done with this chapter. I gotta find out where our wife is. Assuming she's real. Maybe she's not real. What is that? Still at the house. Well, the house wasn't there. Also, I don't have any batteries left. I can't. How am I supposed to hurt people? I'm a bit concerned. I've still got some battery power left, I guess. How many guys are there? Just the one? Also, I totally almost stepped into that trap. I think you're running backwards. Am I? It's kind of hard to tell. We're in the middle of this forest, sort of looks alike. Oh god. Oh god, I need batteries. There we go. Okay, so I guess the battery... Okay, I didn't realize that the flashlight recharged. I guess I need to save those batteries. I need to save them for when I actually need them. That is good to know.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
That didn't sound like a plane falling. Should I go... What? I don't... What? There's nobody here. Oh dear. Well, it is actually legit falling apart, so... I bet you there's probably something worthwhile up here. Flashlight sort of recharges. It seems to have so far. And I bet you I don't need to focus the flashlight on the enemies either. Is there something in here? Can I, like, send it off balance and then accidentally kill myself? 'Cause that's what's gonna happen here. Got tiny as well. I mean, it sort of works. What the hell was the point of this? What was the point of going in here? I don't know if I really care. Can I, like, knock it off? Screw it. Doesn't seem to be anything important here. Matt, you need a platform over the plane now? Do I? But I can't. I think I might have screwed it up. Oh, I gotta do like this. That's where I need to go. No, I don't think so, because that's not where the compass is telling me to go. I think this is what it was leading me to. A couple flares, which we can always use. Anything up here? No. Thing over here that I can, like, jump to? No, okay. So that was all it was just for 2 flares. Which is fine. I mean, it's better than nothing. It seems like maybe it's because I'm playing on the easier mode, but maybe in the harder modes things don't recharge as quickly because we've got a decent amount of stamina. We got a ton of ammo. I don't have any batteries left. I mean, that's sort of a problem. Probably stop using that hunting rifle. Oh, I need it. Do I have shotgun ammo? No. Well. Hope I didn't need that. All that ammo. Oh god, there's 2 of them. Remember last time they gave you constant waves of guys? Like, I don't know, this doesn't feel like constant waves. I'm having a hard time figuring out what genre this game is. Is this like considered psychological horror? Okay, we got a checkpoint. I mean, we made it a long way through the chapter last time. I can't imagine it has that much more to go just in this one chapter. Itching for some progress. It isn't psychological or horror. I mean, whether you agree with it or not, like, there has to be some sort of, like, what was it build under? Like, that's just what I need to do. I need to, like, just take it easy and not, like, flail around with these things. As long as I don't panic, there shouldn't be a problem. What is this? Feels like there's something in there. Sold as like Silent Hill, but Silent Hill was considered like a horror game, wasn't it? I didn't play Silent Hill. I guess this game would be more like a thriller. I'm sensing you don't care much for Alan Wake, Corp. It's subtle, but it's there. I can tell. I mean, it's super a horror generic, but it's not a bad game. Although I think you said as much before, so. Reach the top of them. Okay, here we go. What do we solve here? The hell? Oh, I can platform now. I like the parts that have like actual dialogue and interesting stuff. Like the gameplay, very generic, but like the actual game is pretty dumb and silly. Which, you know, I'm cool with that. Up. Well, Gorp, be aware. Ow. I'm glad I didn't like rely on this hunting rifle. I need to actually refill it. No one can hide from my sight. I didn't say it was good. I said it was stupid and silly. Which generally is the opposite of good. What cracks me up is these, like, very not subtle attempts at, like, video game pop scares. I saw you. God. Oh, I actually avoided that. And I got achievement for it. Nice. We're getting flares up the ass. How do I use those? I just like... Oh, I think it's like right mouse. So, presuming your theory is true, that...
Is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, oh God. Oh, that's really dumb. I could probably use some of my flares now. Oh wow. Was that all? Is he not like a actual boss? Or was he just like a charged up enemy? Are we gonna start getting those guys now? Because he wasn't extremely hard, but I don't know if I want to use that much ammo on just some new grunts. Oh, here we go. Here's some actual progression.
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got old Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
All the reviews of this game cite the story and characters as being they are garbage. I'm not saying they're not, but I've always said, you know, a game having a bad story
Barry at the cab, but at least I was out of the woods.
is better than a game that just doesn't have, like, is trying too hard. Like this one, they go over the top with being stupid, and they don't do it intentionally. They are actually trying for a story, but I like that it's really dumb. Oh, do we get to drive now? Let's check over here. Anything worthwhile here? Manuscript page. Nice. Anything in the ladies' room? You guys got any pages for me? You've got hunting rifle ammo. Reviews also say it redefines interactive storytelling. Not really. I mean, this game doesn't necessarily do anything better. Checkpoint. So what is there gonna? Why is there a TV in here? Oh, that'd be why.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
I love that they're trying...
You can harm
Oh dear.
nature and yourself.
The game is nice enough to, like, sort of, like, if you aren't paying attention, it, like, directs you in where the enemies are coming in. It's like, I kind of figured there would be an enemy in there somewhere. But it's nice that even though I was turned around, it, like, zoomed back to it, just in case I didn't get completely blindsided. I am ready to drive. I don't know David, I'm not sure who David Cage is. Accelerate. Alright, let's do some practice driving here. Oh, never mind. Let's do practice driving into this guy. Oh, it's like Jason. Does he not die? Where are you? Oh, I've got to like... Oh, I've got to... There we go. What the hell kind of car has a boost headlights button? Or is that like a... like turn on the bright beams? Oh, that's so good. I'm not sure where I'm going here. I'm just driving all over the place, and this car doesn't seem to take that much environmental damage. Or actually, I could be wrong. This car may absolutely take environmental damage. Oh, okay. Is that the kind of game they wanted? Games like that? Or did those games want to be like this? Which one came out first? I guess Heavy Rain's been around for like a long time, right? I don't think we needed the truck to come up here. This game has combat, technically. It's not good combat, but it's combat. This is where we left Barry, right? Like in here? No, we need to go to the compass. You know, I probably should have brought the car, come to think of it. I thought that it was like right here, but maybe not. Well, you can't trust the reviews, Gord. Sometimes you gotta roll up your pant sleeves and say, hey, this is a game I bought for $4 3 years ago, and someone put it on the request list, and I can't think for myself because I'm paralyzed with indecision. Why not play that game? Oh god, this truck is not doing so hot. I need to stop running into enemies. And stumps and trees. You bought what? You bought this? Oh, you bought this for $25? No wonder you hate it. I don't know if I would be willing to pay $25 for this game. Wow, this thing controls like a damn tank. I'm try not to do too much damage to it. No? Well, that was a waste of time. I have a very damaged truck there if I need it. And I'm assuming that was back in the days before you could return. Like, it wasn't a seam, I'm guessing. Like, you couldn't, like, return it for being garb. Was it on the PlayStation?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Oh god, hey! Ow. It was a 360 game? Yeah, I remember seeing that it was on the 3... Oh god, there's so many of them. To be honest, if I had bought it for the 360, I probably definitely would have played it, because, I don't know, 360 games... It felt like, it's not like Steam games where if you buy it, it just gets added onto a list and you just ignore it forever. It's like, on a 360 game... This is not my house. Why did I even come in here? A 360 game, you buy it, and it's like, well, now I have this physical CD that otherwise takes up room in my CD case. Why do I have this? I need to play this. Which is kind of the reason I played through Prey the entire way through. Even though Prey was hot garbage. What's up, Barry?
Kidnapper. You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Is he going into story that we haven't gone over yet? Because I don't remember him saying that we had a completed manuscript, or is he just bullshitting? He's probably just bullshitting. I have a PS3 sitting next to me, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make it stream things. That is a lot of crows. Well, it's Thursday, Glor. Maybe everyone's out partying. Why Friday? I don't give a shit.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I...
What's up, M-Duck?
This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
I mean, in your defense, isn't it like 3 in the morning there? Oh god. I never remember the time difference. fuck, birds?
Al, make them go away, please.
Is that all of them? No. Where's more birds?
Something about this goddamn horrible situation is about
5 a.m. the holiday season. Holiday season. Which holiday? Also, does that change the time of the season? Or does that change what time it is? Oh. Well, happy Jewish New Year's. Is that... I don't understand this boss. Do I need more flare gun ammo? Does mean no work till next week. There you go. We just got our schedules over like the next 2 months of like every major holiday and who's working when. This cannot be the right way of doing this. Like, there has to be a better way of doing this. Am I like missing something? Coffee. Is there like a generator? Oh, here we go.
Barry, you can open the door.
Oh, there was just one bird left. That was a ridiculous boss. Open the door, Barry. God damn it, Barry. So if it is 5 a.m.
Hey, Al.
Huh.
I'm sorry for thinking you were having a
I don't remember the last time I stayed up till 5 in the morning. I think the latest I've ever really stayed up
I sent Barry
recently
to the town to
was
ask
like
around about a man fitting
3:30
the
or
kidnapper's
4.
description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them?
I don't-
live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
I don't
Have a great day.
yeah.
Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
This game is super dumb. It's super dumb that Barry believed her.
Come here. Pretty please,
I think this song was written for Alan Wake.
can you tell
Also, what's up, Pirate? I mean, I'm kind of digging these songs, to be honest, but like, not enough to justify the game being not sellable anymore. Also, that's my. Okay, that's enough of that.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Really?
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Why?
Let's make this quick, huh?
Also,
Help you folks?
oh,
It's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer.
that's enough credentials for me.
Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives.
You gonna follow, bud?
This is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island.
Okay, that's enough religion.
Thomas Zane.
Barry.
Some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Divers
We saw
Island.
Thomas Zane
The
books.
volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky.
Really?
But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
You aren't more concerned about this, bud? There's a sailboat in your trailer park. I don't even know how that would have happened even with my stupid, story coming to life thing happening. Where are you taking us? There's no trailers back here.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratchin' Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless.
What bag, lady?
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
This all feels like really dumb conjecture. Also, how big is your trailer park, bud? We've been walking for a dog's age. Also, you should probably get like a golf cart or something with that leg.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Okay, I guess that was enough explanation. Alright, bud. We're here to walk into the very obvious trap.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
we would have to think she was on something.
Hey, this is really good.
I mean,
Rose.
Yes.
My
technically.
manuscript. I really
Barry.
need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Oh boy, we got poisoned. Is this like your first date, M-Duck?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
By the way, this game is really dumb. Oh, absolutely. I am not denying that. This game is just dumb as all shit. Where are we?
Hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
What is the purpose of his story? Oh god. She has got a shrine. Bunch of Alan Wake books. Does she have any Thomas Zane books? Does not look like it. But she's got a little shrine to me, so...
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
We just got poisoned by our coffee. Let's take one of the coffee
he
things.
was way too heavy to carry.
Hey, can you help me carry that guy? Also...
Right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar.
First refill is free. For what? Coffee?
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Alright. Let's get to the car. Let's bring the car around. Maybe we can roll Barry out of there. Also, which car? Do we still have the truck? Because that thing is on its last legs. Like, I hit one thing, it is done.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
What? What's the matter?
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Triple A!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Well...
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
I'm surprised Rose and picked on the part where Alan and Barry spent all day with Rose. Well, they were asleep. So I'm guessing since I don't have a revolver, or a flashlight, or a whole bunch of flares. I mean, I had like 9 flares. I'm a little salty they're gone. I'll be honest. Are the Max Payne games any good? Moreover, are they better than the seminal classic Alan Wake?
There he goes! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Are they gonna set up a sting for me? Oh god, they're shooting me. Are they... Okay. These are pretty good cops. Max Payne is pretty good. Max Payne, so 2 votes to say Max Payne is pretty good. I don't know if I own any of them. I don't think I do, but I've heard of them, which, you know, is more than I can say for a lot of things. Did you see that Abe's Odyssey is super on sale? This game has become really unrealistic. You don't say, M-Duck. We just got drugged for literally a day because we drank 3 sips of coffee. Oh. Oh my. I bet you there's going to be a car in here. Or a, what do you call it? A weapon. No? I love how there's this, like, discussion happening over the radio. Like, that's not proper protocol at all. Like, they need to get on a private line. Who's shooting at who now? I'm way up here. This is now a speed run. No gun needed. No gun, no flashlight run. I don't have a gun. Leave me alone. I hope I wasn't supposed to get a gun out of that police car.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
We passed like 3 police cars, and none of them have had a weapon in it of some sort. Shotgun, handgun, anything. Oh dear. Like, couldn't we have, like, opened up the trunk and pulled out the shotgun? I mean, if Grand Theft Auto. Oh god, birds. It's taught me anything. There's always a shotgun in the trunk of a police car. Holy shit, those birds take out that thing? I think those stupid birds took out that police helicopter. That's actually kind of impressive. Good job, birds. What am I looking at? Oh, a thermos somewhere. Yeah, there's a thermos right there. That's where the helicopter crash is. Over there's a gas station. Is there anything I need to look at up here? I guess not.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on.
The police are having their own little private problems here.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Okay, you guys continue talking to each other over the radio. That's fine.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Why are the crows against the police?
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a fight.
Destroy the gate with what? How am I supposed to destroy it? I don't have anything to destroy it with. Am I supposed to have a pistol by now? Or is there like a rock I can push down? It's gonna be something dumb, isn't it? Like this.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Okay. Let's follow the power. Yeah, when I found the spot searchlight, I figured that was probably what they wanted us to do. Wow, that does not look safe at all. Is this power thing just shooting out? The power cord is just shooting out sparks.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Okay, so am I not supposed to do that, I guess? You saw a thermos on a rock over here? Near the generator. Gotcha. I will take a look. Anything? Oh, there we go. I think this is the one I saw a second ago. Thank you. On the spotlight. Am I taking damage? Is there any fall damage here? Does not seem like it. Oh, that's... What? What's the problem? I don't have a gun. Leave me alone. The game really doesn't explain what exactly it's looking for. I mean...
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
I'm gonna take 10 of them. Say, does the darkness want us to complete this manuscript? Or if it completes, and if it is, then somebody is against the darkness. It seems like the darkness and the cops are on two different sides. Ooh. Good night. I've got 6 of these. I really need to use them wisely. Pair people up when possible. The guy here. The guy here. Let's curve back. There we go. This should take care of him. It didn't take care of him, huh? Cool. You can just hang out over there. It's fine. I'm paranoid because I've got like 3 of them left. And since I don't have a gun...
KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
I don't care. We've got only so much time, and our wife is in trouble. Oh god, there's so many. Good night. I like these flashbangs. I've turned into Junkrat. Since I still don't have a pistol. He's fine back there. Let's... How many are there? 2? I'll use one. Whoever the bad guys are, or whoever is the darkness, they are taking out their aggression on these cop cars. I'm not even anywhere near the road. Are you still alive? Oh. Good. There we go. It's not 100% clear how the flashbangs are actually killing them. It's light, yes, but flashbangs don't do that much like, they're mostly for distraction. Why they're instantly killing these guys seems a little silly, but I am not going to be the one to complain about having a multi-enemy killer. Get out. Come on. I missed. I missed one. Can you just... How about you just walk with me? Unfortunately, he may kill me, so meet Mr. Flashbang. I don't want to waste that flashbang, but it's fine. Whatever. I think we're getting near to maybe we'll get a gun here.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
It's Lorna Miles.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're
Wow.
in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Listen to that caller.
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Let me in. Thank you.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
I'm gonna throw a flashbang in here.
To do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa,
Whoa, everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Whoa.
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
You know, I might be more inclined to stop and talk to them if they were a little more reasonable. Like, not shoot at me for no reason. Would that be okay with them?
Even if it kills me, you hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
So, more traveling through the forest then. I wish this game was more of the terrible plot. The FBI agent looks like Ricky Gervais. A little bit, yeah. Ricky Gervais was in the that one movie, or that one show. An Idiot Abroad, right? Like him and that guy who played Wheatley's voice. He's a flashbang. Thank you. Good lord. I think that's a fun show. Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe I rate games differently than most people, but the gameplay does not seem to be the strongest part of this game. It's a silly story that is.
There was no sensible reason for the power company working like that.
Carl Blinken, he was the one who went abroad, but I think Ricky Gervais was like one of the guys who like funded it. Like he was the guy that put forth the money for him to go out and do the stuff. Like it was a pretty good show if you like the premise of send just a random person around the world and see how much they can hate life. Highly recommended. Oh, they are all over the place. See if we can lure them in here. Oh, these guys are just weak. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's take care of you guys. That worked. The only problem with that show is I think season 2 like switched up the premise quite a bit. So it wasn't like quite the same story as the first season. And I hate it when shows do that. I wonder how many manuscript pages I missed. Oh, is that a train? Can I jump on it? I guess not. I have to be quicker than that. This isn't Life is Strange.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. It's something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
Look, I'm trying to cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Yeah, she didn't seem entirely thrilled to be on the phone call with you. Maybe she doesn't like you. Well, I remember you pushing her away last time we met. Didn't you push her into the water or something? Anything good over here? Plenty of batteries, plenty of ammo. Oh my god, leave me alone. I'm shooting this guy. Did you not? Please? Thank you. It's like even with guys wailing on me from behind, it's surprisingly hard to die, even for easy mode.
And a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Maybe next week I'm gonna do like over the week I'll do like a grab bag of games, and whichever ones are just the best of the games. Thanks for suing me.
It was taking over everything in its path.
Like a night per game, and then whichever one wins gets like more games, like more nights. Okay. What is this? Really dumb, apparently. I wish you would not do this. Please stop hitting me with physics. What the hell? That is a dumb mechanic.
On the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Like, I'm guessing you have to shoot the flashlight at that. Maybe you just have to, like, run past them. Maybe I was trying to fight something that we couldn't fight.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Yeah, let's just not stay. I think I do this, not an option. Flashbang. Oh my god, flashbang does not work. Where can I go? Through here? Oh god. Stupid flying mechanics of just... Oh, didn't somebody say that was why the game had random physics on everything? Somebody said that there was a reason that items had physics. I guess that would explain why.
I just started to get interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
You know, if your book's coming to life, and this is what was in your book, maybe you need to concentrate on not being a bad writer. Because if the whole plot of the book was to shoot a flashlight at somebody and then shoot them with a pistol, you need better monsters. I never read Stephen King. I've read 2 books from Stephen King, and neither of them were his horror books. Does stuff come to life in his books? Was that all? Oh god, there's some more. He wrote a story about evil trucks. I'm curious. Tell me more about evil trucks. I kind of want to read a story about evil trucks. Another one where toy soldiers come to life. I read that one. It was The Indian in the Cupboard. A seminal classic. In light, you can hurt them. Thanks for the hint. I'm still stuck on evil trucks. Like, that sounds fascinating to me.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are
apparently these are worth watching.
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Durleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
I'm looking up evil trucks. Stephen King.
My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Durleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us.
Maximum Overdrive has a Metascore of 24.
Intimate perspective.
Who's in this? Emilio Estevez?
Well,
are you serious?
What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you.
Or is this called Trucks? I'm very curious about this movie. It has Emilio Estevez in it. Mighty Ducks. Also, Yeardley Smith.
Oh, Mr. Durleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
Good God. He's written at least 3 different car truck. Well, you know, you find a theme, you stick with it.
Durleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
What a good episode of Not Twilight Zone. So, we don't know what happened to Barry. Barry was still unconscious, right? Like, he was still in her house. He could be anywhere. It's very important we find out what happened to Barry. We are responsible for him. Oh, truck death. Whenever I think about trucks and death, I think of a Final Destination 1. Good lord, what is this? Oh dear. Oh god. I shouldn't have probably wandered like right into them, but I was kind of hoping. What am I supposed to do with that thing? Do I just try and bite at it? Oh god, I'm dead. You hope from a hug. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting out of that. 14 pages of Stephen King mentioning boners. Oh, I probably just gotta, like, avoid that thing. I bet. Let me open the gate. Ooh, that was close. That gate's not opening. Can you open faster? Mom, please? God, I should not have done that. Hi, Phantom. Did you see him? Or did you just hear him? Yeah, he's out here somewhere. What's up, Anna saying? How you guys doing tonight? Those of you more have wandered in. Welcome to this fucking game. His collar. I really need to get around to like taping down. He's got two things. One of his rabies thing, which is required by the county, and his address and stuff. But it's like every time he even moves. Oh god, I'm so dead. I'm glad he turned around. Like every time he even moves a little bit, it's like jingle, jingle, jingle. Aha, you're stuck. I hope I get to drive. Yes!
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
You bought flowers for your dad and he liked it a lot. Buy some flowers for your dad, unless your dad sucks or is deceased. My dad is not deceased. The
coal mine wasn't far.
He kinda sucks, but not that much. I think I've told the story of my dad before. Kind of silly shit.
Today,
not much silly shit, unfortunately.
I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Unfortunately,
without realizing it.
Okay, Alan's still talking.
I believed that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deep waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
He's a jingly boy. I don't mind him jingling normally, but when he goes to sleep, or like when he's in the bedroom and anytime he like shakes his head or like wakes up or moves around, it's like jingle, 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 jingle. And it's like, dude, just stop. Can you like sleep, please? Oh, so if you want to know, if you're actually interested in this awful story, God, I don't even remember what's happening. Where did we made it to the town. We made it back to Barry, and Barry was like, "Hey, sorry for thinking you're crazy." That girl from the diner who wants us in a sensual way was like, "Hey, I found your pages to your manuscript." And we were like, "All right, cool." So we went there, and she drugged us, and now the FBI thinks we're bad people. You guys think I can ramp this? You can ramp this? Hold on. Oh, I've got so much space. Here we go. We're ramping it. We're doing it. Here we go. I am... Okay. Backing up is... Oh, God. Backing up is hard. It's okay. We've got so much space. The waitress was being controlled by that awful person that we met. Oh, God. This is not going to work. Oh, invisible wall. So rude. Like, she wasn't a bad person, but she was being controlled by someone bad. Look at these graphics. Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, we weren't going to make it anyways. The station wagon's getting, like, maximum 35 miles an hour. Can I get that sign, though? No. It seems like you were correct, Mammon. I don't think this is where we need to be, but as long as we're here. The nice thing is... Oh, we can switch cars. The nice thing is, it seems like while it's daytime, the critters aren't going to come out and attack us. So this is... We're mostly in a walking simulator right now. Oh, hey, it's Firewatch. Hey, Delilah. You want to go steal some Skinny Dipper's clothes? This game is an homage to Stephen King airport books. You mean like books you buy at the airport? Is that like a thing? Like a genre? Of course it's dumb, but it's cheesy dumb. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. But we're doing it. We're gonna do it. I don't even... I had, you know, the thought that maybe this wasn't a good idea. But you know what? Screw it. We're doing it. We're gonna see an ending. We've come too far to quit now. Jog. Well, I mean, jogging is just walking for slow people. Or fast people, I guess. I saw the first video of some Let's Play for Deadly Premonitions. I actually own Deadly Premonitions. I should play that at some point. I mean, is it like this? If I get Deadly Premonitions, is it basically going to be just this game? Kind of books that are only enjoyable in low oxygen, small prison-like torture spaces. Do people still read on airplanes? I mean, you've got a phone on you. Everybody's got a phone. Literally everybody. Throw some videos onto a phone. They don't even have to be good videos. Just download some YouTube videos. Throw them on your phone. Like, if you've got a decent-sized phone, you can hold a lot of videos. You read ebooks from your phone? I used to. My eyes are getting too bad for that. Ooh, can I hit those? Oh, really? Less linear, less Stephen King, more Twin Peaks. Like I said, I know very little about Stephen King books, other than that JFK one.
It was a museum now.
It's an open world game with quirky classic characters. Definitely cheesy, but reveals its own cheese rather than trying to be cheeky all the time. Deadly Premonitions is far, far better. It's an homage to Twin Peaks. I don't know what Twin Peaks is, though, to be 100% honest. Is that another game that's kind of like this? How many games that are basically this game? Deadly Premonitions have worse combat. And didn't somebody say like it was like mostly combat? I'm just waiting for a game that's like Tulip. Weird TV series, gotcha.
Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I
Are
had
we
no
just
way of knowing she
hanging
was
out
still
in here?
alive. It was killing me.
We don't even have a book.
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
We don't even have anything to give to him.
Wait.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? I'm gonna kill him.
Does this guy know that we're just going
I
to...
had to get to Mirror Peak.
Okay, let's go to Mirror Peak then. Oh god, why? That was not necessary.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Feds are after us. I mean, well, what are we gonna... We don't even have a story for him. I got the achievement, damn good cup of coffee. What kind of combat does Deadly Premonition have? No, Alan is super bloodthirsty and 0 pro. But he doesn't have his wife. I mean, I understand that he wants to just straight up murder this guy. I mean, I can't blame him. He's kidnapped his wife, but he does, unless he brought his wife with him to this meeting, which is quite possible, of course, but until he's out of her control, he can't just like go crazy and start shooting. He didn't get very far, but it was awkward and didn't do much pad the game out. I mean, is it better or worse than shine flashlight at things and make them less dark? That thing just like shot through the wall of that train. It's so silly. Torture didn't make people out. Nobody would torture anybody. I mean, I get the idea, but it's not like we, you know, Kevin McAllistered up the place. We didn't Home Alone this place to trap him. Very stealthy, guys. Like, he's gonna wander in there with our wife, like, pistol under her chin sort of thing. What's the matter here? Oh. I see. There's some very angry objects desperately trying to get out of this train car. Like he writes books for a living. Back, what did you miss? We were going to find our wife, but then he got cranky because the cops are after us. Oh, shit, you know what? Just flare these guys. Also, some very angry objects are after us. They got stuck in that train car and it was really silly. There's nothing wrong with writing books for a living, Andite. It just doesn't happen very often. Like, nowadays it's so hard to make a living writing. Like, even the bubble of self-publishing was, like, pretty big for 2 or 3 years, and then it fizzled out like nothing.
The only
At
way
least
to
it did
reach
for
the
me.
hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Uh-huh. Is it platforming? Is that how I get over there? I never watched Lost, and that's not something I feel like I need to watch. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how much you missed. I missed all of those guys. Lost, another show you might know, but also might not know. I know enough about Lost to know the general gist. Also, sort of about the ending, because it was like a big deal back when it happened. But I've never seen a single episode of Lost, and I'm not going to. You gotta admire these guys. They're coming up and attacking the car. Power to you for trying. Well, that was just pointless busy work. Fortunately, I touched something in this game, which means that that's the game's time to just spawn a million enemies. No matter what I do, if I progress the plot at all, the game's like, well, guess you want to fight another wave of monsters. And by what? Oh god. Wow, that thing just smashed the hell out of my car. Anyone actually watch Lost, like, religiously? I knew people who did, and in fact, like, at my work, there are quite a few people, or there used to be, quite a few people who would actually, like, after every weekend... Oh god, am I shooting flare guns? Yeah. Lost was boring as hell. Anyways, like, they'd come back after the weekend and like spend a long time talking about, you know, how the reality shows were. Like, all the big ones, like Dancing with the Stars, like Survivor, Bachelor. It's like, the people at my work, that was their thing. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to watch not great reality shows. They had to watch multiple hours of these things. And it did not take them long to realize that I was not particularly interested in discussing these shows that I don't even have access to, because I don't have regular TV. Like, I've got Netflix, YouTube, and Twitch. If it's not on those 3 things, I'm probably not watching it. So, how long is this game? I feel like looking at our list of items and our abilities, I feel like it doesn't have much more to give us. Burke just threw a chair at us. Lost Season 1. I feel like when they first started, like, it had to be pretty good, because you had to draw people into it. Look at Seamus. Get it. Wake up. Get it. Never went anywhere from there. I'm at the library and I peep a TV show I might have. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, I have a bad time, like, waiting for things. Yeah, Seamus is there. No one else is. Phantom is next to me on the other side. Standing up and looking at me. But he won't stay long enough for me to bother putting the camera on him. Boy, is that his name? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Maybe. Yeah, it's too low. Oh, wait, no, I can. Is that my chair? It is my chair. Shit. Nah, he's too low. Guess the red barrels are explosive? Oh, that might have been a good idea. Problem is, he can't really aim properly. Look at those stupid barrels. They don't even have a satisfying explosion. Where am I going? Here we go. Phantom and Tinkerbell. Who's Tinkerbell? Seamus? Mark is... He's on the other couch. I can see him from here. I keep forgetting to, like, put something on top of his, normal lying space. Because otherwise he'll just stay there all night. And he's in, like, the far other room. Hello. Alright, cool. I feel like if that had actually done something, that might have been a decent pop scare. Oh, I see. Because of the jingle bells. Gotcha.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
I don't need your your commentary, Alan. You wrote this stupid story. Yeah, that tree very slowly came down to, like, press itself upon us, so it's like... It wasn't exactly as dramatic as the game apparently wanted us to think it was. Got some globs here. Just going to ignore them. Just the tree of a boner. If the tree gets a boner in the middle of the woods. One of those great philosophical questions. Oh, piss off. Lampshade in the middle for us. I hate the little commentary he's got. It's like the game is giving us flashbangs. It's like, do we really need to question this? This is a game about shining flashlights at things, and they become less dark, and then we can shoot them properly. Is this really something we need to go into great detail explaining why it's a good idea or not? Or, what do you call it? A plausible or not? Like, I don't care why they've decided to put flashbangs next to the power company van. Doesn't matter. The important thing is that we have them. That is a cave. I don't care what's in there. I'm pretty well stocked on stuff. Could have explained it by putting a yeah, exactly. And even if they don't explain it at all, just put it on a rock in the middle of the forest. Like, no, does anyone actually care where the flashbang came from?
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
I mean, that's at least kind of a plan, I guess. Hold E to switch to pump action shotgun. Alright. I'll take a shotgun, absolutely. I get the idea, but I still don't think it's the smartest idea. Come on guys. Idiots. Alright, can I just like take this thing with me? And just drag it? Yeah, it does not seem incredibly important. Why there are flashbangs? Like, it's like Left 4 Dead. Like, they didn't care why flashbangs were everywhere. Bill's here. What if there was a thermos? Yeah, what if he had like a really detailed explanation of, I bet this thermos isn't regulation. And I'm getting Chivas like crazy in this. Thank you. Anything actually in here? No. Alan has already proved he has no problem just straight up ganking people. Like, he's killed a lot of people. And yeah, they're possessed and crazy and homicidal. But he obviously does not show any guilt for it whatsoever. It's like in the beginning, that voice is like, you've got to kill them, Alan. They've still got the darkness inside of us. Mentions he goes to a gun range. I mean, maybe. I don't remember that, but I will fully trust your judgment. Going to a gun range does not mean you have the ability to actually murder humans. It's like, they say that it's very different knowing how to shoot a gun versus being able to shoot a gun. Turning this shit on. All y'all need to stand in the light here. I should have gotten my shotgun out way earlier. I would never shoot somebody. Yeah, that makes sense. I've never been to a shooting range, but I would like to someday. I don't have any particular love for guns one way or another. I think they are good tools, if in the right hands, obviously. But I don't feel any particular compulsion to need to have one myself. Man. There goes another tree.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Well, he's a gamer because he's been brainwashed. I noticed a long time ago how weird it is how desensitized I seem to have gotten to, like, tragedy. Oh god. This guy's really dumb. There you go. Oh, I don't have a flash thing. Anyways, it's like, oh god, piss off. Please? Damn it. Like, you look at the news, and it's like, 2 people murdered at a, 7-Eleven. Don't get me wrong, that's a terrible tragedy, people getting murdered like that. I'm not saying it's not, but think, it's like 2 people. It's like, it doesn't seem like all that much. And it's from being desensitized. Where'd he go? There you are. I mean, that being said, I've always assumed my mind works differently than a lot of people, and not in a good way. So maybe I'm just borderline a sociopath. Think about violence and video games, the people who actually do bad stuff have other factors involved. True. Absolutely true. It's like, yeah, I've murdered countless things in video games. Countless. Like literally, I don't think I could even begin.
The place was dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Oh god. That wasn't nice. Can I finish my narration before you get all ghosty on me, please? True, and I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that we need to go, ban all the video games or anything. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. Because I don't feel socially maladjusted. Just that I'm desensitized to it. It's like I said, 2 people get murdered at a 7-Eleven. It's like, that is a terrible thing to happen, but it's 2 people. It's not like Facebook crazy, let's change our profile pictures to protest that shit, that shit sort of thing. It's like, I think I noticed it first when I started reading Harry Potter years ago, and how Harry was freaking out because Voldemort had killed like 3 people. It's like, he's killed 3, huh? 3 people. Don't get me wrong. horrible murderer, but I don't know, you kind of expect the bad guys to be just completely horrible. Like, unimaginably malicious and terrible. And it's like, the worst wizard of all time has killed like 3 people. Sensitized to fictional violence. And yeah, you're right. You're probably right. I'm not a fan of real violence by any stretch of the imagination. 3 people in Harry's. Oh my god! Can we stop with this? The physics cards are really dumb. Like somebody's using their plasmids in BioShock over here. If 3 people had gotten murdered at Disney, you'd be, well, yeah. Fair enough, but I mean, yeah, makes sense. Like if 3 people at my resort had gotten horribly murdered, you're probably correct. Actually, probably even like the entire, you know, theme park area. That would probably be a bad thing. So I get where you're coming from. You can't hit me again. You don't have... Wow. The only way I'll buy that you're even remotely realistic is if you actually charge up your attacks, but you just rammed into me from like a foot away. It's not going to do any damage. 3 people that Harry knew. Well, it's like the 7 people he, you know, major Harry Potter spoilers coming up, so if you haven't finished the books yet, I can't be held responsible for this. Just major plot spoiler. Oh god, he took out like all of my health. Like when he created the Horcruxes, like Harry didn't know any of those people either. Man, I'm getting achieves like crazy. Got like 10 achievements tonight. Game goes nuts with them. Okay. Across the ghost town. It's possible, Fiery. I've been known to do that sort of thing.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs.
What a shame ass.
Filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane.
Wake up.
It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it.
He's not having it.
And a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane
Look at this face on the screen.
Void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Achievement bloat. It's like I guess it's definitely a possibility. Although I definitely don't have that because I think I've got like a 30% achievement ranking. James really is a lazy ass. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what sort of achievements we even got. Like, I don't have the patience to actually look and see what they were for. But I think one was for defeating the Iron Horse, I guess. Just beating that boss. So yeah, just defeating random bosses in the game seems like a pretty silly time to use an achievement. But I guess you gotta pad it in somehow.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
What was Alan doing there? Doing a little happy dance.
Birds.
I'm guessing I should not have ignored those birds. Or they're just gonna come and knock me off while I'm in the middle of this. I like the idea of a lot of this game. Whether it panned out to interesting gameplay, big if. Yes, I know. You definitely have made that quite clear, Gore, that you do not like the style of game. Can I do anything with this? I'm guessing no. You hate achievements in general? Or I think we've had the discussion already. I don't care. Let's have it again. I don't give a shit. I think achievements are good if they're done right. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. I don't want to go to Cauldron Lake. I want to exit the silver mine. I think achievements are... I like achievements when they're not insane to get. Portal 2 has a really good achievement. Like, one of my favorite parts of Portal 2. Massive Portal 2 spoilers coming up. Like when GLaDOS is like, this is the part where he kills you. And he's like, this is the part where I kill you. And the achievement pops up. The part where he kills you. And the description is, this is the part where he does that. Or something like that. What is this thing? Oh, he hit... What? Oh, boy. A lot of the old 360 games... Oh, God. I need to pay attention. A lot of the old 360 games had a requirement. I wouldn't be nice, man. Some achievements are alright. It would add achievements for 5 points every time you finish a chapter, then 30 points. Well, wasn't there one game? I remember there's a game on, there used to be videos on YouTube. I think it was maybe one of the Avatar, like, garbage games or something very similar to that, where you can basically get all 1,000 gamer point achievements in like 10 seconds. If you like do like a 70 point, like a 70 point
I'd have to
combo.
make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
And if you were good at the game, you could get that like on the first enemy. So, well, this is gonna be stupid. All right. When I was in the Xbox, when I played those games, I was super into achievements. I think I mentioned it before. Like, Chivos were my jam. Probably need to bring that down just a tiny bit. Oh boy. Nope.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
They had that sort of thing in movie games where they had a lot of achievements if there's which well, Kung Fu Panda doesn't have that easy of achievements. Or if they are, I don't think my son has been trying that hard to get them, which is fair. I don't think he really even knows what they're for. Gotta be honest, he is surprising me with how good he's doing at Portal 2. Like I told him, he definitely should not be playing that game yet. He's doing alright. Say power to him. How do I get over there? Ah, here we go. Total Resident Evil joke for you. I've not played any Resident Evil games. Okay, so let's climb down here, move this thing up here. Well, I mean, there was one achievement, and I know I've talked about this before, but there was one achievement I was simultaneously super proud of myself and like disgusted with myself that I did, and it was the Dead Rising 7-day challenge, which like the majority of it, you're like literally just standing in a closet in one of the shops. Like you go out, get a bunch of food. And then you're like literally standing in one of the shops for like 7 hours. Then you have to go out and get more food. And hopefully you don't die on the way out. And if you do that, you get the Mario blaster, or the, what do you call it? Mega Man blaster. This probably isn't what I need, but I might as well since I'm up here. Wow, that's pretty alright. Going off that game engine, huh? Cool. There's an achievement prototype for killing 53,596 zombies. I think that's a Dead Rising reference. That sounds dumb. Sorry if you're proud of it. I'm not really proud of it. I'm proud that I did it, but I'm not proud that I have it. You know, it's kind of like the achievement for you would give yourself for eating like 3 cheesecakes. It's like, sure, they felt good while you were eating them, but were they really worth it? Those 3 cheesecakes you ate. There's an achievement for eating less than 10 people. What, in Prototype? I remember totally not getting that, because eventually I just started eating people left and right. When I start playing Final Fantasy VIII, I gotta decide.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
If I want to do the Squall Be Dead the entire game achievement. No fun on that. Like I said, it depends on whether it makes the game fun or not. And again, I say that with air quotes because one person's fun, maybe another person just hates it. Like some people like MOBAs. I don't like MOBAs. People as in civilians. I definitely ate a whole bunch of people if I remember right. Play on the easiest difficulty. I'm pretty sure I didn't play on the easiest difficulty. Other games like Choose Your Adventure, PTEs, you just click through the cutscenes. What? You click through cutscenes, not making about that. Well, it's kind of like King's Quest V, where it's like, warning, you're about to enter a cutscene. Like, do you want to watch it? Or they actually ask you if you want to watch the cutscene? Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think that number, I think that number is the amount of people who are in the town of the first Left 4 Dead, so I think that's a reference. Like, Lafayette, or whatever the name of the town was. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know if the number means anything in real life, but it didn't mean much in, that shouldn't mean much in the other games. Like the first town, that's the population. That's one of the achievements you get. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna get to the end of this chapter and then like be tired and go to bed, and then the next chapter will be like the last chapter. So you're attempting to be a mass murderer, which leads back to an earlier conversation point. Video games desensitize you. I mean, they're zombies, but that being said, technically they're still humans, just with the zombie pathogen. So it's kind of like in the grand scheme of things, yes, you're doing the right thing, because who wants to be a zombie? You still have no qualms about murdering people who were human beings like an hour ago. There are 6 Alan Wake episodes. I think I'm on 3, right? Thank you, Pyre. Oops. I mean, technically they're undead. I bet you this rope bridge is going to break for no reason. Zombies are supposed to be an allegory or whatever for people of color. Oh god. Can you stop, please? I'd never heard that zombies were an allegory for people of color. Play the video game. The video game? This video game? I'm playing video game. And I am getting a little sleepy, but I'm totally still killing killing bad guys. But theoretically, if I get to the end of this chapter, we'll have 2 chapters left. Have to go to bed soon. I do too. I'm sleepy, like I said. Hopefully we're pretty close. Usually zombies are an excuse for people to be lawless. I mean, they're a pretty good excuse. This chapter is 3, and you have 3 chapters left, then you have 3 left. Oh. Well. Okay. Well, maybe it's 4 streams then. How is there more story? Not creepy. Are you able to read that without reading the flashlight?
Malmansaw says, Tom tum 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 tom.
Tum 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 tum. Oh, damn it, really? Oh, and there's bad guys in here now. You weren't here before. I sneak past most of you and then just flashbang y'all. Get out of here. Dumb. You almost killed me. This is a reference to a Steve. Oh, the Shining. Like some of these, it's like I know well enough that even though I probably will never see The Shining, I do understand the reference of writing on the walls and going crazy.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
I've never seen The Shining, no. It's like every time...
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
He said.
No! Get away! Sorry! Please, it's late! The boss didn't know who he was messing with! I didn't know! I swear, I didn't know! We don't have his wife! We don't know where she is! She's probably drowned! We just said we had...
Oh, well. Isn't it 5 hours long? I don't think so. Whoop. Well. Oh, and now we're in the lake, and the lake makes people crazy.
Sprawl says, Roar you fuck stop sucking.
What up, Sprawl? How was work? I think this is the end of the chapter. Yep, that was the end of the chapter. let's get our
Previously on
Alan Wake.
I'm hunted
and then
by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running.
we'll call it a night.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
Thank you,
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Listen, you gotta make a.
Shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman. I fell.
I had to.
Oh
give
God,
you
it's
a
that guy.
Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
I beg your pardon?
The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Are we in the hospital now?
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had pumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Well, apparently our wife's
was
dead.
locked. I was a prisoner here.
I mean, I was gonna go to sleep, but maybe if we don't have to wander around forest for a bit, I'm actually kind of okay with going on a little longer. I was getting tired. Hello.
Evening, Alan.
What's up, bud?
Are we feeling better now?
I'm gonna punch you.
Calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk in some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Well, let's play until we get back to the forest.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Well, you said yourself, Warp, that the game was not particularly interesting, and when I'm wandering through forest the entire time, I can't say I disagree with you too much. Like, I'm okay with it because I'm playing, but what is this? But I fully understand.
says, I haven't seen any forests. You need to show me some.
I have 2.5 hours of forest. It's called the VOD. Enjoy. Hasn't been anything clip-worthy tonight either.
Past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that.
TTS is on a 45-second timer.
Paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Sprawl says he's not watching a VOD, especially not your VOD.
Thanks, Andy. I actually did catch that.
No one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect
Can I jump?
you from the too painful
Like,
truth.
wait.
Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return.
Is he not
I
worried
know
that
the
some people will
instinct
just
is
jump to their
resist.
deaths here?
Think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your
Twitch,
mind?
twitch, 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 twitch.
You're
I hear a
skeptic
cat.
by nature, Alan.
Oh,
We
Mark's showing up.
Everything can be explained logically.
There's a quest in The Witcher 3 where you need to find the huge balls someone cut off of a statue. When I get my new computer, I want to do Witcher 3. Desperately wants to get back to the forest. Oh, there he is. Look who's here, guys. Haven't seen his ass all night. Oh, look at this sundial. It's actually kind of cool. In Tenebras Cadere. Wow, this is a neat sundial. What time is it? The hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 11, 10, 9. Wow, this is weird to read.
Ngaite says, Mork, hi you large soft grew.
I want to play Witcher 3 for non-ball related reasons, but I don't kink shame.
Tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake.
Why do you hate
I thought I
sundials,
could
Gord?
make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
I mean, this particular sundial is a little hard to read and kind of weird,
Seems
but
there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
yeah,
Alan, what I'm
it's a little hard to
telling you
read.
is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising,
Fair enough.
considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief.
Is there mods for this game? Can I like mod myself to be
Why is
Alice?
that? Because I'm lying? Or
Like in
because
Just
you
Cause
don't
2?
want to admit that you're not well. It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me.
Well, people
Once you accept
modded
that,
Just Cause
we
2.
begin the journey towards your
Oh my
recovery.
god, what? He's taking us to like another
Come along.
building.
Let's go inside.
Look at that bear! Look at that bear!
Here's the entrance to the office wing.
Oh, shut up!
For staff.
Look at this thing. That is adorable. Am I
I'm a
spooked?
real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Oh yeah?
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is
Can you do
confused
this?
enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you
What's
can't
up,
just
Vess?
decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's trash, of course.
He works on
It does involve
video
some
games.
creative effort, which makes him
You
receptive.
feel impossibly shitty right now. I'm sorry, Vess.
No
Why do you
kidding.
feel impossibly shitty? Which bear are we looking for that see if it has balls? Like that bear? There's no balls on that bear. That's just this bear silhouette. I hate this place. What's up? What's up, Mamacita? Oh, here's a bear.
Please, this way.
This bear has like a cod piece. Can I just like leave? Good night, my man. What's up?
Come, Alan, this way. Now.
Is this game offensive to actual mental patients? Probably.
You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
Don't bother following this dummy.
Feel up to it. You should continue.
I mean, I'm not getting all the pages, so. Oh, hello. What's up, this guy?
Oh, hello. I've painted you. Okay. I was just struck by
Okay.
inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office. Yeah? He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting
It's actually a
much
pretty
better.
good likeness.
I think I'm getting better.
Get all the pages. Like, I'm getting all of them I see.
Start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
How is this guy allowed to just paint here, right next to this massive drop-off? Like, everybody here is supposed to be a little not completely there, right? Why would you trust these people not to kill themselves, accidentally or otherwise? Everybody's under lock and key. Yeah, I'm not saying everybody would, but
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been out.
some might.
Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
And not on purpose, necessarily, either. Just on the side of that deck. Hey, here's a QR code. There you go. You can check to see if that one has anything. Here, I'll look at it for a few more seconds. Yeah. You saw a few flashlight mods? Oh, that's lame. I kind of want to collect all the thermoses, but I know I definitely have not gotten all of them.
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
The URL that goes to a GIF. A GIF of what? Alan Wake tag 3. Yeah, see, this is the part of the game I actually like. Constipation. Oh, Christ. That looks painful. That's kind of funny, actually. Like, not the GIF itself, but the fact that that's where the QR code goes. Alright, do I need to follow him now? Let's go do that. Why do I want to get all the pages? I can't imagine a world where I would care about getting all of the Stephen King fanfiction pages.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Oh, hey, it's these guys again.
There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking
I want
gods.
a GIF of that guy.
They lived on
I need to make that later. I'm gonna bang that thing.
In advanced stages of dementia.
A bunch of pages are locked behind nightmare mode. Oh, well, never mind.
I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Okay.
No, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like
Crazy like a fox.
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand?
Are these those two
when
Muppets?
it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! Wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Oh, good. What did I get?
I was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any?
What did I get? I want to...
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented,
I'm not reading any of that.
I almost feel the power surging through the keys.
What else did I get? Anything? What is this? Oh, find this page in Nightmare. Okay. How many pages did I get? Okay, how many pages am I missing? Not bad. I got like almost all of them in chapter 2. I've gotten a pretty decent amount of them, all things considered.
Yeah,
Night Springs. Oh, I get it, because it's the
special stuff at the farm. Our own formula.
the video thing.
Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, is it a role-playing game?
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or
I'm in your conversation now.
Well, he's the boss. I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
Yeah, we watched the Night Springs episode earlier.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
So,
Typewriter's in your room.
this is obviously just a ploy to get me to write my manuscript, right? This is how ham-fisted they're gonna make this.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
That's where the voice is coming from.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any
Is there
closer
any
to saving Alice. It's been lying to me.
voice
Choosing me to
or
get the story
choice?
it wants, and the story will come true.
I don't know how to translate your typo. Choice? No, not really. It's pretty linear.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch.
He starts writing
Glare of the blank page
actual
in front
fan
of me
fiction.
hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Well, I've killed birds. Just not the ones I wanted to kill.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I promised till I got to the forest. Are they fighting back there?
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Well, if I see Barry, I'll talk to him.
I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Oops.
Hammer's Way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
I mean, if I really super cared about the,
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Wow. This is what's happening,
I had
right?
to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Bert.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quick.
Oh, it's Barry.
Seriously, do you
Barry?
have any idea?
Ow!
Hey, it's Barry.
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found
Let's
me
listen
at
to Barry
Rose's
for a few
trailer,
minutes.
but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was
That's
his
a
room
harsh
when I came
punishment.
in here.
Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
No worries. I can pick locks now? I've actually sort of... Did you know that on Amazon they sell lockpicking
These were
sets?
all the pages I had
actually, obviously they sell lockpicking sets, but they sell like how to lock, like comes with an actual lock to practice on.
Alan, please.
That's a skill I'd
You're
like.
sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
With my possessed bookcase. He dead now? That was a creepy smile. Listen, I need a flashlight.
Presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Oh, nope, not that way. Mark's sleeping. Oh god, there's so much. Everything is terrible. How do I go up? Need to go up there.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Yeah, Mark's just sleeping. Oops. Did we do it? Oh, I guess so. The bear's huge balls. Like that owl, too. Alright, so can I leave the front door now? Wait, what the hell? Escape the clinic. Through how? Ow. Back to the forest. Yeah, we're leaving this place, and I'm guessing we'll be back to the forest very soon after that. Not in here? I would think it'd be here, but according to the map, what is this? Flare? Oh. I don't have a flare. I don't have a flare. There's there one out here? Ah, thank you. Is this just a commercial? How'd I get hurt? I ran into it accidentally. Is this a product placement? This is product placement.
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking,
Oh my god, is
sports
this just
scores,
commercials?
news, it's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending
This is a
appetite for
legit
apps.
Verizon
Check
ad.
out VCast apps and load up your phone.
Wow. That is something else. I just got a TiVo called Boob Tube, so I guess that was the one. Are you supposed to be breaking the door for me, or what? Oh, hello. Excuse me. Ow. That wasn't nice. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead, son. Orb. He's gotta like break that. I'm guessing he needs to break the other door too. Like, this is gonna be one of those portal turret things where after it locks in I can run past. Wow. Ow, leave me alone. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's locked me in. No. No, the orb. The orb. Fucking. The orb is too strong. I was so close to getting back to the forest, my home. Wow. Alright, can I like run past it now? There we go. Like, run at this door. There we go. There we go, we're outside.
Ow! I'm here!
How'd you get outside? I see a what do you call it?
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
Like, we're not getting that coffee, I guess.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Really?
I don't have a light. Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Where is this? Where's this hedge maze? I want to get to the... This doesn't count as the forest because we're still in the... We're still in this area. Up, it's another hedge maze. Alright, follow the right wall. Here we go. Come on, boys. Barry is the best character in this game. Oh god. It's very convenient that he had a... Don't trust Emil? Or Emil. Maybe Emily. To shine the light at hurting things. Quit hurting yourself. I'm not trying to. The controls are a little flighty.
Fake Pyrie says, how do you say Emil?
Emil. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Barry. Relax. Oh god. You're in the maze from The Shining now. So this is just a love letter. I was sort of kidding, but still following that right wall. Did we do it? Alan Wake reloads. Are you playing Alan Wake? Pyrie? Oh, is that what's his name? The stupid doctor? Oh, fuck off, birds. Birds can piss off. Alright, I got a flare. Where are they? Every time I turn around, the stupid crows are here. Lord, that is not true. That would be an interesting mechanic, though, if like you never startled a bird, they wouldn't be angry at you. Yeah, I kind of like this chapter, because we're not wandering through the stupid forest. Like, the last few were pretty samey. Or the last, like, the first hour and a half. Wandering through hedge mazes? Yeah, because at least it was different. Or don't shoot before the circle is gone. I'm not really 100% with the mechanics yet. It's 4 hours into the game. Also, that hedge maze. You gotta just follow that right wall, man. Ever in a video game and lost in a maze, follow the right wall. It will always lead you to victory. Are we like still in a maze of some sort? I don't think it matters which wall you follow. I thought it was like, well, you're supposed to follow one and just like not change, right? Maybe it's not the right wall, but the right wall has never failed me before. Is that Barry?
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
We've got a stupid hold your ground here.
Hurry up, Barry.
The same barrier from Resident Evil. It is not that I'm aware of, anyways. Oh god. Oh, I didn't realize that I never actually noticed the circle before. Oh god. Where'd Mark go? How long ago did he leave? Well, I don't know who the Barry is from Resident Evil, so I
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
I gotta focus for a few. Oh my god, really? If you want to think Barry is we gotta finish this. I think we're out of this area, which probably means we'll be back to the stupid what do you call it?
I'm on it.
The problem is I keep like not taking out the grunts. They're the ones that are doing like all the damage. also need to, like, stop tanking damage. Lottie is a teddy bear resident. Hi, Phantom. You can't really, like, avoid, like, run from them to sort of... Like, I want to get some, like, distance, but there's, like, no way of doing that, really. There's so many of them.
We gotta go. Get in the car.
Can I go? Let's go.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest. You're now leaving Bright
brought the
Falls.
thing
Come
with him.
back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
It's probably not safe. Really? Oh god. I love how it pans back. We're going back into the stupid forest.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
Oh. Oh, hey, you made it all right, Barry.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Let me guess, he's at the top of the ravine and I'm at the bottom. Awesome.
I had lost my gun in the crash.
Of course I did.
It was nowhere to be seen.
Okay, let me restart the checkpoint, make sure that's where I start. Yeah, okay. I think that actually, yeah, okay. Bit, accept. I think that is enough Alan Wake for one evening. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm going to go to sleep. Y'all have a fantastic evening. We'll probably be doing some Life is Strange tomorrow with Kitty. And not doing forest walking. But until next time, peace out.